As we all are aware that today's webinar topic is product design to manufacturing, a workflow masterclass with Autodesk portfolio. Right. Just give me a moment. Now, we are the world's largest. Let me introduce our Capricorn. Like, what is Capricorn right now? So earlier we have known as Capricorn Technologies, which was a part of our WinZero group. Now we have transformed into a bigger group as Akans India, and we are more into integrated solution, working with 50 plus offices around the world with 1300 plus solutions. Working with 50 plus offices, Arcans is a global technology partner dedicating to drive digital transformation into architecture, engineering, construction, and manufacturing industries. Backed by the Monarch Group, Arcans has a network of over 1,200 experts across 18 countries, delivering innovative solutions and services to optimize projects through the entire life cycles. By partnering with leading technology providers and developing complementary softwares, Arcans empowers its customers to work smarter, more efficiently, and more sustainability. Akan's mission is to advance the way we design, build, and solve the challenges of tomorrow. Now we are Arcans is also a part of Monner Group. Like Monner is a French company that provides services to the construction industry and agriculture sectors. It distributes and maintains equipments through its Bergrand Monner and IPSO networks, and offers rental solutions through Aprolis and Bergrand Rent. Monner also helps its customer with energy supply and digital transformation through its subsidiary area. Now, headquartered in Paris, Monner has over 8,000 employees across 23 countries and generated 2.6 billion euros in 2022-23. Now, as we have a global footprint with the belief of helping our customers to unleash their true potential in leveraging technology, we are available in America, Europe, and Asia Pacific to assist you with our best of our services. Serving a diverse range of industry, Arcans partners with clients across multiple industries, including, as you can see on my screens as well, architecture, manufacturing, media and entertainment, education, government. In addition to industry-specific solutions, Arcans also provides comprehensive consulting service to help optimize workflow and digital transformation. As we all are aware, this web series our PDMC collection series, a webinar will be conducted into 3 sessions. Today we are conducting session 1. We will show you how to bring your 2D design to life in Autodesk Inventor with seamless integration for the detail and coordination phase. Later in session 2, we will explore how to connect your 2D, 3D, and finite elements analysis simulation data using Autodesk Production Design and Manufacturing Collection. And later, finally, in session 3, we will demonstrate how to integrate your 2D and 3D data for efficient factory layout planning. Throughout the webinar series, you will learn practical tips and best practice to boost your productivity, reduce errors, and deliver high quality product faster. So we are Arcans. Let's get started. I will introduce Mr. Mantesh sir, who is our senior solution specialist and a leader with Autodesk manufacturing solution in Arcans. Mantesh sir, over to you, please.
Hey, thanks, Nishan. Okay, share. Yes. Okay, can you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Kindly confirm even if I'm audible.
Yes.
Good morning, all. Kindly I request if you have any doubts or any clarification, kindly post those things in the chat box. Okay. Further to this, there is something like you cannot able to type that much of content in the chat max. I can able to allow you to speak at the end of the session. Okay. Today we are going to see on how we are going to connect 2D to 3D. Probably like myself, Mantesh, I'm heading as like technical team lead for Autodesk Manufacturing Solutions, Arcans India. Okay. And today we are here to know on like how we can able to connect 2D with 3D. Probably like in the attendees list, most of the attendees are already using AutoCAD Inventor. Am I right? If yes, kindly confirm me the chat box. I don't want this to be like one-way communication. If I have like at least 4 or 5 answers, I can go ahead. Are you using AutoCAD along with Inventor? Yes, there are more hand raising. Okay, 7, 8, 9. The number is getting increasing. Okay, now I request you to type in the chat box. Till today, how many have linked your 2D with 3D? I'm not telling like 3D and 2D. Initially, you have a 2D drawing and you have linked the 2D drawing with an Inventor and created a 3D model. And you can able to communicate your AutoCAD with Inventor. How many of you did this? I think they can able, you can't able to use a chat box, I think. Chat is disabled. Okay, no problem. You can post it in Q&A then. Sorry that I was observing on the chat box. Thanks for that information, Kashyap and Vinayak. Okay, today we are here to see like how we can able to connect our AutoCAD between Inventor Professional for 3D modeling. So, and when we say like Autodesk portfolio, we have product design and manufacturing collection. And today, the entire 3 session of the product portfolio is like product design to manufacturing, how we can able to link the thing. When we observe the design life cycle, okay, it starts from like 2D. Every product, it starts from a 2D because connecting from a product or a concept to a product, it's like an industrial need, is it? Every industry needs this, is it? See, I never speak something like which is not happening. Okay, I am a pure techie guy. I always trust on the results and the outcome. So today's what's the industrial need? Like they need to have like data connectivity. Now, if I observe like industrial needs, I may start my design from a conceptual design. Then I can get those design for like detail engineering aspects. In between, no, I can able to like 3D modeling. What type of 3D modeling? I can able to do like tubing and piping, or I want to do like routed system, or I want to do like frameworks, part modeling, assembly. Is it? Finally, what happens? I want to simulate my model before it's manufactured, if needed. Is it? It's a conditional based process to that. Further to that, no. Can I have a design automated model so that I can able to create a configurations? Is it in the entire life cycle of design? We call it as digital prototype in one as a one word for all these terms of like probably one organization won't have like all the types of life cycles. They may have like conceptual designs, detail engineering, and end up with like documentation drawing. Few of the organization they have like conceptual design, 3D modeling, simulation, and documentation. Few of the companies they really work on like design automation. Probably they may be like design consult, is it? So this is what actually an industrial need is. Now, whenever we come on like industrial needs, what our customers they are expecting in today's generation is connected workflow. When you speak on like connected workflow, what happens like I want to connect AutoCAD with Inventor for 3D modeling. Can I able to connect Inventor 3D model to an F.E.A? Why? Because I'm going to have like data connectivity and the data loss will be like 0. And if I change in the conceptual design, it's going to update in my 2D or the 3D or with the documentation drawing. Till today, what we do is we create a 3D model and we extract a drawing out of that so that I can able to take a printout. Now, the input file itself is 2D. At that time, what we are going to do? Again, we are recreating in 3D modeling software. And probably in this scenario, no, the designers is losing about like 30 to 40% of their drafting hours. Probably like I've seen like few of the customers using like AutoCAD, then NX, AutoCAD KTIA, and AutoCAD SolidWorks, like third-party CAD software we call it. Now, in 2016 onwards, our own Autodesk portfolio customer asked us, can we able to connect AutoCAD with like 3D modeling? Why? So we are going to save the time. Anyway, we are using like both the product from Autodesk itself. Really, our development team, they worked out, they released this option in 2018, but till today, only like few of the designers knows this. Because when we speak, no, we speak on the top level. They were like less bothered. Like we need like Autodesk portfolio, they procure. But this session was, we plan to reach the end users so that we can able to educate them from command to command and procedure to procedure. Like we are going to see like connected workflow in this particular session. Hardly about like 20 minutes. I request every attendee to attend all the 3 sessions. Already the invitation has been sent because session 1 is linked with session 2 and session 2 is linked with like session 3. Okay. This will like you can enhance your skills level. So let's see like engineering design automation. Probably what comes with an automation. When we connected, we didn't connected only like 2D with 3D. Okay. We connected AutoCAD as 2D. You can observe in the image. The 2D drawing has got connected with Inventor. Then few of the like third-party CAD softwares users, they ask like, can we able to connect other CAD files? Then we ask like, why? Because the PDMC package has Nastron and few of our design consultant, they are creating the model in the third-party CAD software. So I can able to open any file formats in Inventor. I can able to simulate the model. What happens if I have a design change in the third-party CAD software? At that time, we created few of the things without having any translations in between the third-party CAD software providers, and we connected. For all this like 2D connectivity and the third-party CAD file connectivity, we named a word with Autodesk called as AnyCAD. And AnyCAD is one of the technology inside Inventor which can able to connect with multi-CAD collaborations. Okay. Whether it's a native data or a non-native data, or it's a like third-party CAD software files, or it's a neutral files, we can able to connect it. And for AutoCAD option, we called it as DWG underlay. I'm going to highlight this connectivity between like SolidWorks to Inventor. Later, I'm going to show you the live demonstration on AutoCAD 2D to 3D. Okay. Now, left-hand side is my SolidWorks. Just I'm opening a file in Inventor, the SolidWorks file. I'm going to use it for like regular assembly. Once I erected these parts into my regular assembly, I request for a change, design change. This is a word part, kindly update. Okay, the SolidWorks user is in the same intra-connections. Let him change the designs. Whatever the designs he changed, no, if he saves in his system, it's going to update in my system. Earlier, what we used to do is whenever there is a design change, we need to delete the model and again re-import it. Now, as third-party CAD software is connected with Inventor, and the Inventor Nastron uses the platform of Inventor. Now, changes done in the third-party CAD software is going to reflect in the CAD environment as well into my FE environment. So this is, I'm going to show you like lively in the second session. So this is like an introduction, that's it. So whenever you have like design changes in FE environment, just update the meshes. No need to like re-import the model, apply all your loads and constraints. Just update your meshes and run the simulation and extract the results. This is like connectivity between the CAD domains, whether it's 2D to 3D or non-third-party CAD software to like Autodesk. And Autodesk Inventor is not only connecting the data between the third-party CAD software, even we can able to read the metadata. Now, I have assigned few of the metadata in SolidWorks or NX or KTI. Even that metadata can be read in Autodesk Inventor. It means some part number or some reference number. Okay. This is how like we are good with connecting with the third-party CAD software along with Autodesk. Whenever I take on like Autodesk portfolio, we have like AutoCAD, Alias design also we can able to connect. Alias design is mainly used for like Class A surface modeling. That people will tell like, okay, Autodesk Inventor cannot able to handle Class A surface modeling, but we don't have an add-on for the Class A surface modeling. We have created a separate solution called as Autodesk Alias design. Okay, Alias again it has like 3 flavors. Okay, now let us check into like 2D to 3D connectivity. Okay, let me, okay, launch AutoCAD. Okay, this is my AutoCAD tool. Okay, I have some other things got launched. Okay, let me use like AutoCAD Mechanical. Can you able to see my CAD screen? Kindly confirm, Nishan.
Yes, right now
Yeah,
I can see.
just let me start from the scratch. I'm going with like new. Okay, I'm going to select like metric. I'm going to explain this from uh, command to command. See, what we call this is it UCS. See, UCS coordinate, people may ask like, okay, in 3D modeling, I want to take like left side view, right side view. So we have this UCS. What happens in AutoCAD? AutoCAD even has an UCS. Sometimes no, your UCS will be always on the left bottom, is it? And you don't know how to locate like 0, comma 0. For in AutoCAD, no, we have a coordinates method called as absolute coordinate method. Now let me say like UCS icon, there is one of the command. If you enter that command, okay, I don't want that UCS to appear always on the origin. At that time, UCS icon, type it and say it as no origin. Then always, wherever you go on the coordinate value, the UCS will be on the left bottom corner. So whenever you're doing an R&D on the 2D to 3D linking, why I'm telling important means every CAD file speaks to the other domain with that origin. Okay. So when I translate a file from 3D model to step or 3D model to IGS files, nothing is carried other than the dumb 3D solid, but there is an origin carried along with the file. Now, what is the neutral file format of AutoCAD? AutoCAD file extensions or DWG, we all know that. Neutral file of AutoCAD is .dxf, is it? In the .dxf, we are not going to carry any line properties. We are not going to carry any layers, is it? But origin is carried along with that. Okay, let me check where is my origin. Let me go to a line command 0, comma 0 is my X and Y. See, this is my origin. Okay, let me mark this origin with a circle. Is it? Now, if I say like a UCS icon on the origin, see, automatically it comes here. Now, this is my 0 and 0. Okay, let me retain that circle. Now, I'm going to create a rectangle. Simply, roughly, I'm going to create a rectangle in this. Okay, let me check with some few of the annotations. Somewhere about like 438. And I'm going to use this for, now what happens after creating this? I need to have few of the slots. I can have some slots. Simply I'm going to create this. Now I have few of the holes. The dia 22. Again, I'm going to copy this with an F8. I'm going to make this as dia 44 and this has 88. Now let us assign few of the dimensions. There. I have this slot. Okay. I want to link all the files to my Inventor Professional and create it as a 3D model. Now let me save this file into my desktop, delete. I'm going to save it, say it as sample. DWG. I'm going to save this. Done. So this is my reference drawing. Now, whenever I'm using like AutoCAD Mechanical or AutoCAD, automatically layers are created. See, so assume that I'm going to use some center maps. Okay. Uh, you probably would have missed that. Okay, let it be. So the origin is here. I have saved this file. Now to connect this file with my 3D software. Now just launch Inventor. Already I have launched the Inventor. Okay. So whenever I launch the Inventor, this is how my user interference look. So what we do is just we say like new, then metric. I want to create it as a part standard MMIPT. Okay. Now, before entering into the sketch environment, no, just I want to link my AutoCAD file. Now, before doing that, I have saved this file and let me close this so that the data connectivity will be very easy. We use this import command, no, to import any other file formats 3D. The same command I'm going to use it, import, but I'm browsing my CAD file. So on the desktop, I have that file. This is the sample drawing. I'm going to open it. So it will ask like on which plane you want to connect this. Okay, on this XY plane. And what it is asking on the command prompt, specify origin to place. Now, what I'm going to locate is the AutoCAD origin. Okay, origin must be on my CAD origin. Sorry. See, the origin I located is the center of the circle, which is there aligning with my Inventor part modeling center point. See? Okay. Till now, it's clear. Any doubts till now? If you have any doubts, kindly post it in Q&A. Okay, I assume that it's clear. Now, I have to say, I have linked the file, still I have not converted as Inventor sketches. What I'm going to do is I'm going with start 2D sketch. I'm going to select a plane. See, I want to create a sketch means I need to have a plane. I'm going to select a plane which is parallel to this profile imported. Is it? Now, in the project geometry option in the sketch environment, I'm going to highlight. We have something called as project DWG geometry. Use this. And which are the lines? We see whenever I import an AutoCAD file, I link an AutoCAD file. What happens? It will be having data connectivity. Is it? At that time, I'm going to get all my hidden line construction line. But to create a 3D model, what I need is only profile line. It will highlight like which are the profile line you want to use it. I can able to project only those geometries. Okay. See? Right click. Okay, done. I'm going to set it as finish sketch. I'm going to use extrude command. This must be of like 40 units. Okay. Now this has to be like projected out. So after having like sketch one, even I can right click and I can say like share the sketch. If you want to again reuse this, or else again start 2D sketches, project geometry, finish. Now to use it like extrude. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to save this file. Same project. I'm going to say it as uh, part one or project one, something like that. Yes. Now, one good thing is like whenever I link a 2D file to Inventor Professional, and I'm not going to assign any parameters here. Okay. I'm not created any parameters, but if I observe what are the automatic parameters it has created, let us check that. See, one is like 40 mm the height, extrusion 2 it has taken like another the balls what we have created, that's it. Okay, but on the XY plane there is nothing like parameters added. Is it? So if I go to like manage and if I want to create it as an eye part, see, I don't have any extend by parameter other than the height of extrusion 1 and extrusion 2. This is one drawback if you're linking your CAD files to this, you cannot able to create all the features which you need in iPad. So always ensure whenever you're starting the design by linking like 2D to 3D, you cannot able to call the 2D data for iPads. Okay. Already I've saved this. Now I need some revisions. I can open my 2D drawing. Now this is about like 438.32. I want to reduce the width for 38.32. Okay. I want to bring it along the center. Okay, let me bring this slot. Okay. And this radius, want to make it as 22. Okay. And again, this has to be 22. Now, when we projected this, now assume that if I make this as an open loop, what happens means the extrude you will get it as a warning mark, and again you want to reselect the profile. People may ask like if I add some objects here, now this is done. Now if I'm going to add some more thing on this particular detailing, let me take an example, something like this. Okay, move for 30 units. What happens now? Now these profiles are not projected. I'm going to save this, close. Now let me check in Inventor. There is no update, but there is an automatic update highlighting with a warning mark. Pick it. See what has happened. It has written the previous one. Is it? Again, I can enter into sketch one because the projected thing is not lost. Project geometry. Can use this. Then I can use. Okay, I cannot use stream there. Let me delete this guy. See. Again, project geometry. This. Finish sketch. Okay. And even on the extrusion one, either I can select the profile or else directly you can go with like one more extrusion to cut the material. But if you observe, already existing profile changes in the values, it's automatically updated. But whenever you have a changes in the shape or that the close profile is making certain changes. At that time, really, you need to rework on this one because whenever you're selected with an create option, you need to select that particular area there. Am I clear till now? Any doubts, guys? There was a question from Mallikarjun. For dimensioning, before only you created layers. No, or layers are created automatically in AutoCAD Mechanical. AutoCAD Mechanical is one of the automation tool which will create the layers automatically. But automatic layer creation option is not there in AutoCAD. If you use like vanilla flavor of AutoCAD, you won't get that. But you need to install AutoCAD Mechanical only to create the layers automatically. Okay. Okay, let me proceed. There are no more questions in this. So this is one way of connecting 2D and 3D. Now changes done in AutoCAD, it's going to reflect in Inventor. Okay. Now people will ask, okay, if I connect from AutoCAD, changes done in AutoCAD, it's updating in Inventor. Is there any other way I can bring AutoCAD files directly to Inventor, but I don't want to have the connectivity? Is something like this, it's running in your mind? Anyone? I need Shakti. Yes, sir. You okay? Let me show that. Till now, it's clear, no? This is about like 2D to 3D connectivity. Now, I'm going to show you a few of the options where I'm not going to connect, but I'm going to bring all the AutoCAD entity into my Inventor and create it as a 3D model, but the link is broken. Okay. Let me open CAD file. Let us forget about this design. Let us create some more new design. Something like this. Midpoint, node, quadrant, perpendicular, tangent. Okay. Something like this. Uh-oh. I need your attention now. Basically, what happens? Few of the designers are very intelligent. Is it? What they do? Okay, there is a question from Kashyap Rao. I will address your question like next. Keep it on hold. And Siddharth Reddy, again, I am going to answer your questions later. Like you can able to share the other link also. I will explain you that. Everything works on an origin or a reference point. Okay. Now I have this. There are few very intelligent designers. Assume that this has to be like 500 or 496. What they do is they won't change the drawing. What they do is they double click on this. They will delete it. Okay. And they type it as 500. Is it? Then what the designer or a draftsman or a manufacturer will do? He will assume the total length is 500. Is it? If I link the drawing, whatever the parameters you have edited, that is nowhere concerned because it works on the profile line. Now we have like one more option. I can copy the file, Control C, and come to Inventor. Okay, let me take a new file. Then enter into the sketch environment. Select the plane. Now set as Control V. Yeah. completely everything we have here. But if you observe the communication area, 16 dimensions needed. Got it? But observe this value. Intentionally we changed in AutoCAD no as 500, but it has taken the exact measurements. Whatever the annotations or the dimensions you give in AutoCAD, when you copy and paste to Inventor sketches, automatically it will get converted as dimensional constraints in Inventor, and it will take the exact parameter. If you have overwritten also, it won't allow as 500. Okay, it will come back to the original thing. That's why we call it as parametrical software. Now there is no link between AutoCAD to this file. But the thing is like I need another 16 dimensions. Is it? Okay, let me select undo. Control Z. Sorry. Cancel. Okay. Now there is one more method of bringing a CAD file. I'm going to paste it in a new file. Control V. I'm going to move the center to origin 0, 0. Save this. Same folder. Sample 2. This is an independent drawing. Okay. I'm going to close this. Come back to Inventor. Okay. I want to bring the CAD file. So just as earlier, open the sketch environment. In the option, once you enter the sketch environment, now we have something called as insert from AutoCAD. Okay. So I need your attention here. Whenever you use this command, still there will be no link between 2D to 3D. If you need to have a link before entering into the sketch environment, kindly use import option. AutoCAD, sample 2, open it. Yes. When I use this insert command, no, hardly it will take about like 3-4 seconds to scan the entire drawing. And I'm going to get a pop-up menu. Now, if you are really using a layers, what happens? I'm going to get all my hidden line, everything, is it? If I use copy and paste, I can switch off those things, whichever I won't need. See, I need both of them. See, I don't want this def points. If you have like hidden construction, you can disable those layers here. Okay. Don't say like finish, pick on like next. I need your again attention on the screen and 50% concentration. Detected units mm. Then constraints endpoint. I want all the endpoints must be constraints. Something like geometrical constraints, like horizontal line has to take horizontal constraints, vertical line has to get vertical constraints. I can select. If you have any blocks of AutoCAD, you can convert them into like Inventor blocks. Then say like finish. Now, how many constraints we need here? See, just I'm going to select Control Z. Only 4 dimension. Earlier, how much we had? 16. Now, if I use this option like insert from AutoCAD, there is no link, but I can able to reduce the constraints. Which are the parameters are not given, I can able to arrest, create those parameters, is it? Answer. Okay. Then okay, 3 dimensions again is somewhere missing. Again, another 2 dimensions, just you can surf with those dimensions. Okay. If you trust that whatever you have created in AutoCAD is 100% right, in this option, you can use automatic dimension constraints. Don't and whenever you get this, no, use this only dimensions, remove this geometrical constraints, apply. See, we have few things like on the origin. Okay, it may be some points which has not got constraint. That's the problem. Remove it, and you can able to check and delete those guys. Okay, so I would have done it before, or else again you can say like project origin, and you can project that, and you can do a constraints. But still here you don't have. But I'm going to recommend either you link the file or use this insert option. Never use this copy and paste. Okay, finish sketch, and even if you have inserted from AutoCAD, you can enable these parameters for your iPart creations. Okay, now I had a question like, can I see that is one view? What happens on the other side of the view? Assume that a file has top view and a side view. So side view has to be created on the side thing. Now the top view is there. The side view you want to link it means at that time go to like import, select the same file. If you have any side view with an origin, no, you can import that on any plane with the origin placement. Okay, then you can use it like a side view. Okay, just create one simple rectangle with the thickness and you try it. It works. And Kashyap asked me like, does it works on the reverse way? Now this is one part. I pulled it from 2D to 3D. Post that what happens? We are going to create a documentation file. Is it? Base view. Okay. Projector. So this is the uh, final thing we create, is it? If I change the annotation here, it has to update in the apartments. In Inventor, it's not. Because Autodesk always focus on design automation. We always trust on 3D, not on like 2D. Now, if you create any parameters here, okay. Now you have to change this. If you change the value, that has to be get updated in 3D model. Really, as of now, it's not there. Okay. 2D value. So if you need that, it has to be done in AutoCAD itself. 2D, if you are changing, you change in 2D. Now you change in like AutoCAD, even this will get changed. Okay. If you want me to demonstrate the same, okay, let me reduce this. Save this. Close. And what happens in the part model? Automatic update. What happens in the documentation? Automatically updated. Clear? One or the other way, I can give you a solution. Okay, as 2D is linked with 3D, and again from 3D we have extracted 2D. Change in AutoCAD. Now in AutoCAD itself, somebody will ask like, I don't want to use this stretch and other command. Just it has to be driven from the value. Now this is a dimension, is it? What I can do is we have an option called as parametric. Okay, then linear constraint. I don't want to use stretch command. Just everything should work on the values. Then I can use like perpendicular. This has to be perpendicular to this, and this has to be like perpendicular to this. Same like Inventor constraints, and this has to be perpendicular to this. Now only like changes value of object should get updated. Double click on this one. Now to make it as 600. Object change. Save it. Check in Inventor. Update. Check in documentation. Update it. See. So initially, I always recommend when you're starting something, okay, so it can be a product or it's a big assembly. or it can be like anything. Plan your end. What is that you need at the end? Whether I need to control everything from AutoCAD. Okay. Whether I want to control everything from the parametrical dimensions only. At that time, you can use like uh, dimensional constraints in AutoCAD, and you can drive through an object. Because these are the features really help for a designer whenever you are scratching everything from the small things, and you are the designer. But there is a difference between designer and a draftman, designer and a 3D modeling guy. Okay. So these are the things, no, which will enhance your skills along with the product knowledge. I think today I'm done with the session. If you have any queries, let me know. I'm here to address. Hope that Kashyap I have answered your query. Siddharth Reddy and Mallikarjun, I never recommend you as a professional user of Autodesk Inventor. I never recommend you to use copy and paste. Okay, kindly insert it from AutoCAD. Okay, guys, how was this today's session? Anwar, thanks for your feedback. Okay, next, Nishan, can you come on the line?
Yes, according to me, session was wonderful, sir. Thank you so much for this insightful session. I hope all the attendees will think the same about it.
Okay,
Now,
somebody asked me like connecting 2D and 3D, no? So side view. See, I
yeah,
have the same, we are going to explain on DW engine, right? Which has like front view, side view, opposite. So I have imported the files on a plane. I'm going to use like project geometry here. Okay. So then I'm going to project the only like profile lines. Okay. And I'm going to use extrude command. I need your attention here. Whenever I'm using an extrude, adding the thickness, no, at that time, so while using the extrude, you will be getting an option like distance. At that time, I can select the side view line, two lines. So if you select that side view lines, changes in side view, it's going to update in the thickness. Just kindly try it once on your own. I'm going to show you like this. If you go in this path, resources there. You need to find out that path. Still not, as me in the second session, I will show you that. Okay. Okay. For the day, I'm done. Probably these are the few things I planned for next session. Okay. If you have any doubts, queries, kindly post it. Neha, thank you. Nehal, thank you. Then Raj, thank you. Reddy, thank you. Sushil, thank you. Patil, Gaurav Patil, it's our old colleague. Mallikarjun, thank you. Vinayak, Manjrekar, sir, I would like to confirm once again that if we import a 2D sketch to Inventor, the AutoCAD files get linked with the 3D model. While if it is taken from AutoCAD, it doesn't get linked. It will get linked, but use that import command. If you use insert, it won't get linked. Insert is I'm completely bringing inside Inventor. If I import means I am linking it. Okay, there was wishing message. Hope I wish that I assume that session was informative. I request everybody to attend session 2 also, because I'm going to give you more information on session 2, and even session 3 will be like fantastic. Okay.
remember that session 2 is coming up in 2 weeks on
Yeah.
August 9, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Yeah. And again, we are going to resend the same invitation for all the attendees. Okay.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay, then I encourage all of to review the materials. Like if anyone wants any sessions, like we will be having this recording in our LMS portal, learning management system. So anyone will, if required that, please let me know. You already know my name and my details. So we look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks for the next session. Thank you so much for your time and have a great rest of your day, sir. Everyone.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Can I stop sharing, Nishan?
Yes, sir.
Or
Yes.
else anything you would like to add?
No, sir. I've already have add everything. We covered everything right now. We'll meet in next 2 weeks. Yeah, for the next session. Yeah.
Probably we'll have a call by 2:30 today.
Sure.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Stop here. Stop the session.